Johnny Walker, man. Do you guys remember when Johnny Walker was the guy to beat John Jones? You guys remember that? I gotta say, like, one of the more fascinating things to me in MMA is the idea of prospects. You know, fighters that step into the scene. They are very impressive early on. They're starching their opponents. They're barely getting touched. They're impressive. Not only are they impressive physically, they're impressive in the way that they're finishing opponents. And then you start to match them up versus the champion of whatever weight class, and they immediately look very favorable versus a champion. And Johnny Walker was one of those guys, man. 6'6", 82-inch reach, tall, explosive, athletic, diverse, very creative. He just seemed like the perfect opponent to go out there and beat John Jones, especially because, you know, when Johnny Walker started, coming into the scene, John Jones wasn't, winning his fights as impressively as he used to in the past. So a lot of people were looking at Johnny and saying, this is the guy that's going to beat John Jones. This is 100% the guy that's going to beat John Jones. Flying knees, spinning back fists, kicks, just athletic as hell. And of course, there's a big narrative that John Jones has huge problems with guys around his size or even guys that are taller. And here you will have a man who's 2 inches taller than John Jones, a man who's probably just as athletic as John Jones, maybe even more athletic than John Jones. A dude who is young, no fear, the new generation, unquote. And so, that was a thing, everybody looking forward to seeing Johnny Walker versus John Jones. And Johnny Walker fought Misha Cirkunov on the same exact card as John versus Anthony Smith, and he flying knee KO'd Misha in that fight. And that was the fight that made everyone go, okay, yeah, we got to see this man versus Jones. And then his next fight against Corey Anderson, Johnny Walker gets TKO'd. He gets stopped by Corey Anderson. And then everyone's like, oh my God. Well, maybe it was just a regular setback. He fights Nikita Krylov again, loses a decision. He fights Ryan Spann, wins that fight by KO. Then he fights Thiago Santos, loses a decision. And then last night, he fought Jamal Hill. Everything was going okay. He was using his kicks very well until out of nowhere, Jamal Hill decides, oh yeah, I'm tired of this fucking fight going long. Lands a beautiful short overhand, knocks him out in what was a very bizarre looking KO, the way he fell back. Followed him to the ground with a short right hook, and that was it. Fight over. And so now we're sitting here wondering what the fuck happened to Johnny Walker. What the hell happened to this man who was this very, very exciting prospect. This guy that everybody was looking to as the next big thing in the light heavyweight division. What the hell happened? Well, if you ask some people, they'll tell you that going to I believe SBG Island, training with Conor McGregor's coach, messed him up. Apparently, it turned him into a point fighter. A lot of his explosiveness, a lot of his creativity, people will tell you that they robbed him of that, they took that away from him. But in my opinion, I just think he's just not fleshed out. I don't think he's very fleshed out. I think in the first few fights that he did, he was able to use his athleticism to get some brilliant finishes. But then the moment he started fighting opponents who are more fleshed out than him, opponents with a bit more skill, opponents who are more seasoned, who won't run head first into a flying knee on him, guys who are maybe better boxing, then we started to see that he has quite a lot of holes in his game. Of course, there's the issue of him getting injured in the octagon. I forget what fight it was, but fight was over. He tries to celebrate, dislocates or tore his shoulder apart as I hit this man with a flying knee right here. Knock him out. But yeah, I don't think anything happened to Johnny, in the sense that I don't think he got worse. I think he's just a man who doesn't have the greatest chin for his style. You know, his flashy style, that style where he keeps his hands down. He focuses on his athleticism. He likes to be flashy. He likes to be entertaining. He likes to be creative. You know, a style like that can be very dangerous, man. You run into shit. You run into punches. You run into kicks. You run into attacks, and you got to be able to withstand those. And if you don't have the chin that to carry you through that fight style, this is typically what happens, especially in the higher weight classes. I mean, the light heavyweight division, these guys, they hit hard. They hit very hard, and he just happened to get hit by some powerful punchers in this weight class, and there you go. So I don't know what's going to be next for him. I really don't. I'd like to hear what you guys think about the whole thing. What are your thoughts? Where do you think he goes from here? Who would you guys like to see him fight next? I think he's gonna have some soul searching to do, really. Like, does he stay with the gym with those guys in Ireland, or does he try to find something else? Does he make drastic changes to the way he fights? Because that might be what he'll need to do. Some serious drastic changes to accommodate the fact that he doesn't have the greatest chin in the world. But that is it, folks. I'm going to leave it here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I will see you guys later today with another one. As always, stay safe. Peace out. Have a good one, boys.